Welcome. Come on in. Welcome, everyone. Come on in. Thank you for being here. Thanks for coming to this yin practice. Got things pretty cozy tonight, so please find yourself, feather your nest, as David G would say, and make sure you have something nice to practice on, a mat, a blanket, cushion, bed, and definitely have your props. Thanks for coming. You can send me a message, let me know where you came from. You can also request a pose if you have a position. I really loved that my old practitioner that I followed, she would always say that. Anybody want to pose in particular tonight? We're just gonna wait 2 minutes and let anybody trickle in, and then we're gonna get started. But if you'd like to start now, find yourself down in Shavasana, corpse pose. Take the position that you would like. I'm going to join you there in exactly 2 minutes. And yeah, tonight we're just going to be listening to the inner body. We're going to do a couple nice hip openers, but just relax. And thanks for coming. I see you and I appreciate you being here. So yeah, with that, I think we can get started. So come and find yourself down on the floor, on your mat. Slowly lower yourself down. And if there's any problems with sound, please let me know. I will keep an eye on the chat. I have an eye on the time, so don't worry about that. When you find yourself down on the ground, slowly pick up the right shoulder and tuck it underneath, pulling that chest open, maybe letting your arms fall out to the side, palms up. Pick up your left shoulder, tuck it under, kind of like you're really opening up that chest. And if that's comfortable, stay here. If you can extend your feet out where it feels comfortable. And noticing how the floor feels tonight. Thanking yourself, thanking your body, showing up for this beautiful practice with your beautiful body. And we're starting in Shavasana, so we can compare the two when we get there at the end of class. And the first pose that we're going to hold tonight is Banana Asana, where we turn our bodies into bananas. And I don't see any comments in the box, so I'm going to make the assumption that we sound good, which is great. Bend the knees. Slowly moving there. Pushing down into the feet, lifting the hips up. Bring your hips over to the right side of your mat. Just a nice slight movement. And then go ahead and extend the left foot out to the left side of the mat. Following with the right, extend the right foot out to the left side of the mat, creating that nice bend. And it's a subtle movement. If that feels good, stay there. You can always pick up the right foot and cross it over the left ankle, creating more of a bend. It is not necessary. Feel free to support your hip, your feet with a block. And you can bring your hands up over your shoulders. If that's too much of a bend, you can bring them to touch elbows and bring your elbows down. Support with a blanket or pillow. Reach your arms up over towards the left side and breathe. We are here for a time. Come into your breath. Just letting it be. If you can, I invite you to close the eyes or use a blanket, a strap to cover them if you're in a bright space. Really focus on going inwards here. This practice, this yin practice, it's about moving slowly, being mindful. and listening to the body. Giving that nice right side of the body a beautiful stretch. Notice if you feel the urge to twitch or move. Adjust yourself, feel confident. If it's too much, lessen it. If you need a bit more, deepen it. You can pick up the right hand with your left and hold it. Keeping our bodies nice and flat on the ground and supporting ourselves where we need it. Maybe our hip on the right isn't touching and you can just tuck a nice blanket just so that you know you're safe there. And you're halfway there. It's in these subtle moments when we're quiet with ourselves that we can say, what do I feel? Letting the thoughts go. Maybe even practicing a little bit of gratitude. Giving thanks for this beautiful body, giving thanks for making time to be together. Thank you for being here. And slowly unbind any holds that you may have. Unbind the feet, untwist, bend the knees, bringing the feet flat on the ground. Push into your feet and bring your hips back into center alignment there. Maybe you need to wiggle your pelvic floor kind of around, kind of feel centered again. Bring your arms down. Retuck your shoulders. And let's set up for the other side. Pushing into our feet, we slowly lift up our hips. We are moving like sloths, like snails. Wouldn't it be fun to be a snail? I haven't put my hips down yet. We're going to slowly bring our hips down to the left side of the mat and take the same variation you took on the opposite side. We're going to balance, extend the right foot out, extend the left foot towards the right side of the mat. Raise our arms up over our head or the variation you took and bring ourselves into a nice curve, Bananasana. Going towards the right side, allowing that left side of our body to elongate. Take a nice deep breath in. And slowly exhale. And thank you, Dee, for your message, all good here. I feel all good here too in my space. I hope you can feel that. Maybe you notice something a little different on this side. Let that thought go and come back to that breath. Eyes closed, looking in between the eyebrows. Allowing the body to fully relax here. Really find the mat, floor, the cozy blanket. We've got another minute and a half. Maybe you want to deepen a little bit or lessen if you're feeling anything come up in the body in this subtle movement. And this is my second time on Insight Timer, so I thank you for being here. Trying a different camera angle tonight, so if you were here on Sunday, let me know if you yay or nay change. Coming into the breath. And hopefully you don't look at me at all. I'm cueing you and you feel great. You feel empowered. As you slowly unbind, releasing the hands, bringing the head back, releasing the legs, coming back into bent legs, feet flat on the ground. Again, make any adjustment here. And if you want, grab your left knee, bring it into your chest for a nice little squeeze. Place the left foot back down. Slowly pick up the right foot, bring it in for a nice little squeeze. Nice deep breath in and release. And slowly put the right foot back down on the ground. We're going to take our arms out in T-shape. Find your comfort there. We're going to stretch the TFL groupings. So we're going to actually pick up our right foot and take it out about 2 steps to the right and place that right foot down on the ground. We're slowly going to allow it to fall towards the center, letting our left leg fall open. And the idea is that if we were to pick up our head slowly, we see a straight line from our shoulder through to our hip, through to the knee. And maybe your knee doesn't go down to the ground, so you can support it with a block underneath. You can support it with a cushion or a blanket. So know that that option's available to you. So T-shape, shoulders tucked in, right knee coming down. And if you want, you can pick up your left foot and place it on top of your right knee. If you find that that is too much, simply keeping your left foot beside the right knee on the ground is sufficient. And we're here for a few minutes. Some of these movements in the yin, we don't actually notice the work that we've done until we unbind, unrelease. When we release out of the pose. And that's when we can really feel it. So I want you to be really conscious tonight as you come out of each asana, each position. Notice if you rush. Notice if you could go slower and see if anything is being communicated. Again, I like to visualize a slow creature. The sloth doesn't think it's slow. One more minute. And remember, a teaching is about going inwards and feeling these asanas, feeling what's right for you. Your body may not look exactly like my body. skeletal variation allows our bones to twist and turn and open differently. But we can still get to those groups. We can still get to those muscles. So if at any time in anyone's practice, you go into an asana position and you think, I'm just not getting it, I'm not getting anything, take note of that position and know that there are variations available to you. And slowly inhale, unbind yourself. If your foot was on top of your right knee, take your time, slowly lifting those legs up. Maybe you want to let it go back and forth, wiggling a little bit. Maybe you want to come up and give yourself a little squeeze again. Take time to transition. And when you're ready, bring your feet flat back on the ground. Tuck our shoulders, come arms out into T-shape. We're going to pick up our left foot and we're going to take it out about 2 steps to the left. Slowly let the left leg fall in towards the center. Pick up the head, have a look. Is our knee, our hip, and shoulder in alignment? And then take whatever variation you did on the right and try it on the left. If your right foot was on top of your left knee, give that a try. Place the block to support the leg if you need that. And breathe. Come back to the breath. Let go of the thought. Our last 30 seconds. Coming back to yourself, come back to the room. What can you smell? What do you hear? And slowly, when you're ready, unbind, untwist, slowly lifting your legs back up. And again, you want to stick out the leg and let it roll side to side there. Come in and give yourself a little squeeze with the knees. Maybe roll your lower back on the ground. Slowly roll over to the right side. And when you're ready, slowly push up and find a comfortable seated position. I'm going to sit on a block as we enter into a bit of pranayama. So again, I really enjoy just taking note after those first few poses, finding myself in a comfortable position. My leg could be out. I could be sitting with support behind my back, on a cushion, on a block. And if you can, have your hands on top of your lap, palms face up. I invite you to close your eyes. How are you doing today? How are you really doing? We're going to go ahead and we're going to do alternate nose breathing to again try and open up those channels in the body. It's a beautiful gateway practice to changing up the energy in our body, in our ecosystem that's inside of us. And we're going to take the right palm in front of our face, and with the baby two fingers, we're going to close the left nostril. We're going to inhale and close the right nostril. Exhale left. Inhale on the left. Close, exhale on the right. And continue at your own pace. Inhale right. Thank you, Christine. Thank you for being here. If you ever get lost, just know that when you close one side, you start with an exhale. We're in our last minute. Keep going. If you can complete this practice every day, 1 minute, for a few weeks, you open tens of thousands of energy pathways, ways of energy moving through the body, your chi, your prana, your life force, your sacred breath, however you want to call it. That's pretty good ROI, return on your investment. And slowly let your right palm, come back on top of your lap. Palms face up. Keep your eyes closed. Look up in between the eyebrow. You can touch in between the eyebrows if you want that reminder. Where can my gaze go? And just observe the breath and listen to the frogs. Slowly lower the head just a smidge. Open the eyes and make your way into all fours. Remove any prop that maybe you had. We are going to be up on the knees, and so if you want a blanket for under the knees, grab that. We're going to be on all fours, palms, fingers open wide, underneath the shoulder blades. It is important that you feel strength, connection. If that's already hurting the wrist, you can be up onto blocks. You might find that a little bit more comfortable. And when you have those hands in a great position under your shoulders, slowly turn your feet out and start to walk your knees out apart as you separate. And toes are pointed out. You can stay up on the hands. You can come down onto the elbows, onto a block. You can have a bolster in between your legs so that you know you can't go deeper than you feel comfortable. And gazes either at the hands or looking a little bit more down, and slowly lean back. The more you lean, the more intense you might feel that stretch of the groin. We're in Mandukasana, frog pose. Okay? If you find yourself sliding, you can also support yourself being up on the hands. Okay? One more minute. This can be an intense stretch, so if you find the intensity shaking, you're thinking about the discomfort, ease off yourself, lean a little bit more forward. If you need a little bit more, sink a little deeper, sit the hips back a little bit further. Come to the breath. And slowly, whatever way you feel safe, push down into the ground, start to bring those knees back in, maybe toes first, slowly and mindfully. We're going to do a little bit of cat-cow just to get the spine a little juicy, but again, it's yin. So we're going nice and slow with intention with the breath. Find your knees underneath the hips, hands nice spread, nice and sturdy. Getting into that manatee energy. You can exhale and slowly push into your hands, pushing up into your shoulders, bringing your chin towards your chest. And breathe in. As you drop the belly, lift the tailbone, keeping the shoulders, that feeling coming down your back. And exhale around. Go at your own pace. Do 2 more. And when you've finished, gently walk your hands back. Pick up your right and left foot and tuck your toes. Okay? We're going to come back to sitting on top of our toes. When you tuck your toes, if you want to help your toes, you can spread them out with your hands. This is again another uncomfortable position. If you have any knee pain, get an extra cushion under there. I have 2 mats and a blanket that's double folded, and it feels great. Really looking after myself. And if here with your hands in front of your knees is enough, you feel your toes are talking to you, you can have your heels together, they can be apart. What's important is that all the toes are nice and kind of stretching on that floor. If you can slowly walk your hands up until the weight of your full spine is erect and sitting on top of the toes, but it's okay to be on the floor as well. And if you want, you can imagine your breath coming down into the pelvis, the root chakra, and exhaling, coming all the way back up that energy line. Focus on sending it up and out through the top. We're only here for a few more seconds, 20 more seconds. We will release the feet, but we will honor them with a stretch. Remembering to breathe, you can have your eyes closed. And slowly bring your hands down onto the floor. Pick up your feet and just bang them out on the ground. Just release that. Say thank you, toes. And when you want, kind of come back to sit on the same place as our feet, our tops laying down, and see if you can come back a little bit and lift the knees off, just having a nice little stretch in the top of the ankles. If that's too much, please make sure you're on a mat or a blanket, but we're just releasing a little bit of that held. Some people might even put their hands a little bit further back and then release, coming back down. We're going to come down we're going to come down onto the mat, onto the blanket, hands down, knees bent. Slowly lower elbows by the side. Bring the right ear down onto the ground. Release the hands and relax here. Let go into the floor. Notice if you can feel anything different. Just observe it. Keep breathing. And slowly bring your hands, your palms underneath the shoulders, spreading the fingers Push down into the ground, lifting your head up, coming back to center. If this is a lot for you, if this is a big stretch, put your arms in front of you and put your head down, crocodile pose. And if you can go further, get your hands to start sliding out in front of you until your elbows are underneath the shoulders and we're in that nice Sphinx pose. Okay. We're going to bring the left leg out to the side 90 degrees. Toes can be pointed out or down, doesn't matter. We're doing a nice hip opening stretch here. If that's already enough, you can find Cobra and you can stay there, or you can extend your right hand out in front of you, pushing down, lifting yourself up even more. Take your left hand and thread it underneath the right, bringing yourself into a twist. Maybe you would like a block for your head or a pillow. If that's already talking to you, that shoulder, find something that feels good for you and bring your head down and extend your right arm out. Okay, so we're doing a nice hip open, nice shoulder open, nice back twist. Notice any tension that you might be holding on to, anything that feels strained. Can you clear your mind? Can you come back to the breath? Can you come back to just being on this floor and just completely melting? Honoring yourself, using the props. We've got 3 more minutes. Come back to the breath. You drifted away, come back to the space, come back to the breath. Last 30 seconds. Slowly pick up your right hand, bring it closer to your shoulder, push down into the right, lifting your head off the ground, untuck the left arm, bringing it back underneath the shoulders. Slowly bring that left leg back into alignment. If you need to do a little movement, a little wiggle, find yourself again. If that is too much of an intense back stretch, this is available to you. But slowly extend the right leg out to the right, bending it at 90, flexing the toes out or down, whatever feels comfortable. Again, adjusting yourself. If you felt you could have used a little bit more for the head, a little bit more comfort, grab a pillow, grab a blanket. And if you want, you can stay here, or you can extend the left hand out, and as you do so, push in to the ground, pick up your right arm and thread it underneath the left, slowly coming into a twist. You might find that there might be a little bit more intensity on one side versus the other, but if you can, slowly extend the left arm straight out and relax into the ground. Come back to gratitude, thanking yourself for showing up tonight, giving yourself space and time to connect with the body, to release some of the thoughts, to just be here right now. I bow to the light in all of you. You still have 3 minutes to go. Notice again, are you pushing into the ground at all? Are you feeling the need to move? Are you feeling good? Could you be more comfortable? Come back into that beautiful breath. Last minute. And slowly pick up the left hand, bring it closer to your shoulder, push down into the ground, pushing your head and body up so that you can unwrap yourself. Gently bringing the right leg down, roll over onto your back as we're entering already almost the end of the practice. Please grab a block. We're going to do a supported fish pose, okay? If you're not feeling any inversions in the upper back, you can just come down and take an early shavasana if you need, or try with something smaller than a block. We're going to bring the block either flat to the side or standing up tall, whatever position you'd like. Bring it right up just behind the tailbone, and slowly with your hands out to the side, lower yourself down and make sure that you feel comfortable in that position before you let yourself come down. You might want a second block for the head to keep that bend to be a little bit neutral. But what's most important is that you feel comfortable. You can keep your knees bent, okay? Arms are just out to the side. Just gonna adjust that a little bit more for myself. And you can extend the legs out. We're here for a few minutes, so please take whatever variation is calling to you. What's important is the hips are staying on the ground, our tailbones are pointing down. We're not feeling strain. This feels easy. And by easy, it feels enough to relax. You can feel your rib cage opening. Thank you again for being here. I drew a really cool oracle card before I started the practice tonight. And if you would like to know about it, please stick around. You're halfway there. As we near the end of each pose, take notice if it felt really challenging, not challenging at all. And get curious about that position. Do I need to be softer with myself? Is there a way that I can add a prop? Or is there a way I can go deeper into a pose? Is there a way that I can open myself more, connect more in with the body? We're not here to judge ourselves. We're just here to feel into our bodies. We are listening for the messages from our bodies. More and more information keeps emerging through scientists, therapists, counselors, healers, shaman, about how the body stores information, memories. So pay attention, because the body keeps score. And slowly bring your elbows by your sides, pushing into them, maybe pushing into the hands, slowly lifting the head, bringing the elbows back to support even more until you can push yourself up and remove any prop. As we come down into our final position, back into Shavasana. If you want a blanket, if you have a pillow or a strap, as we move like snails, rolling the spine back down onto the ground, slowly, 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 supporting your head and neck if you need that, until you find yourself back on the ground, chin slightly tucked, one leg or both knees can be bent. Find your comfortable position. Feather your nest. Come back into that place of observation, tucking each shoulder, letting the palms face up. Come back to the breath. How does the floor feel? What can you hear? Is the breath different? I'm gonna get back to our music. Just turn it up a little bit. Hopefully you can hear that. This is Chantress Seba. So keep your eyes closed. Just observe. I'll watch the clock. Make sure our practice ends. Scan the body if there's anything residing, starting with the feet, going up to the ankles, feeling the back of the calves, the knees on the ground. Sending the awareness to the tops of the thighs, letting them know there's nothing needed of them. Observing the hips, relaxing the stomach, smiling with the belly button. Feeling the chest open, expansive. Feeling the shoulders. Releasing any tension in the upper arm. Communicating those channels, that the forearms, the hands, they're all done. Relaxing the throat, releasing the tongue. Letting the cheeks hold nothing. Feeling the eyes soften, the forehead flatten. Take a nice deep breath in. Fill up the belly even more and release it with a sigh. Again, nice deep breath in. Fill up the belly even more, little more, and release with a sigh. Last one, make it ugly. Breathe in. Fill up the belly and release with a big Slowly wiggle the fingers, the toes. Start to rotate. Conscious to go clockwise and counterclockwise. Sharing the love, sharing the attention. Slowly bring your toes together if you can, if you had your feet straight out. Toes touching, bring your arms overhead, interlock all fingers except the index. Take a nice deep breath in and stretch your body. With ease and comfort, slowly exhale, let the body completely relax. Slowly bend the knees if they aren't already. And roll to the right side, pushing yourself up when you're ready into a seated position. Eyes can stay closed. Feel comfortable. Nice tall spine. Slowly inhale, bring your arms up above your head and interlace your fingers. Turn them up towards the ceiling. And exhale, fall forward and surrender. Inhale, bring your arms back up. Bringing palms to touch. Slowly lower the palms into heart center, chest center. Pushing the thumbs into the sternum. From the light in me to the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your practice. Sat Nam, beautiful people. Thank you for this practice. I appreciate you being here. And as always, I'm going to move the camera so it's just my face. And I've got kind of a different setup this evening. So I'm open to your feedback. I'm open to any comments. Thank you for all the love. I really appreciate that. I appreciated you being here in this practice. Thank you, Dee.